A little bit.
Wouldn't care.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what is happening, world? What is happening, people? We are back. We are back. We are back. This is the Florida Man Podcast. I'm your host, Big Fletch, and I'm with some great, beautiful people today. Starting from, we'll start with who got their legs out. Miss Lisa, how you doing this morning? This afternoon? How you doing, love?
I'm good. Was having some technical difficulties, but we made it through.
I'm glad you're here to join us. My brother from another mother, K Dollaz, a nigga that I can't stand but love to hate. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, brother? How's everything going this evening?
Can't complain. I'm living life blessed, black, and highly favored. And last but not least, the host of Gift of Gab podcast, Ms.G, back in the building. How you doing, beautiful?
Big step.
I missed y'all, man.
Yeah,
I missed y'all too.
Oh, that's so sweet. I would say some terrible things right now, but we're going to skip it for now.
Text us later.
I'll talk to y'all later about why I can't stand y'all. Yo, fresh off the desk of our missing the action producer. We got a list of topics for this day. I hope everybody got their drinks together right now. Everybody got drinks? Because I'm about to drink something.
I drunk my drink. I'm scared to fix another one.
You fix another one, Lisa. We need that drunk energy. We need that wild drunk energy. So we're gonna start off like this. Coming to America 2. New movie by Eddie Murphy. And the cast, basically everybody from the original cast except for Prince Hakeem's mother. God bless her dead. The only person that didn't make it to see the second making. And I got some questions about it. First question. Is it good? Who want to tackle that? Is it a good movie? Coming to America 2, is it a good movie? Miss G, I see your hands up. Go for it, girl. Is Coming to America 2 a good movie?
So I don't want to say it was a bad movie because I don't think that's right. But I just was not interested in it. I didn't get past the first, and I struggled to watch the first 30 minutes of it. And it was just, it's because it's so all over the place. There's so many, it's so convoluted to me. It's just too much going on. So I just couldn't, I didn't expect for it to be as good as the first one. I didn't expect it to be better or anything. I wanted it to be its own movie full of greatness, but it was just so star-studded and so all over the place, so many things going on that I couldn't do it.
So what the question is, was it a good movie? Is that a yes or no?
I can't say it was a bad one though. I just feel like it was a busy movie. How about that? It was just busy.
Busy movie. K Dollaz, was Coming to America 2 a good movie?
No.
Oh. Wow. Any reason why? Quick, brief reason why it wasn't a good movie to you.
I had a problem with the son in the movie.
A lot of people did.
He was just the worst character ever, man. They could have got anybody else to do that role, man. And he just sucked at it, man. He just was. It just was not going.
Not interrupt. Side note: DC Young Fly went out for the role. He said he went to 3 different auditions, and at the last one they gave it to old boy. So
I would have loved to see DC Young Fly in there.
Double side note: Tracy
even a
Morgan
comedian
was the original son.
They wanted Tracy Morgan back in the day. They wanted Tracy Morgan to be the original son, and Arsenio was like, next and Coming to America 3, we'll get what's up, Morgan Freeman? Play your grandson. Yo, Miss Lisa, was Coming to America 2 a good movie?
So I haven't even watched it.
Jesus Christ, woman.
Because I've seen so many mixed, and then I saw so many people saying they didn't like it, and it was the same thing Gabby was saying. So I was like, But I'm gonna watch it, and then I'll get back to y'all.
Right. Coming to America 2, to me, it was actually a good movie, y'all. I actually enjoyed it, believe it or not. I went into it not having the expectation that it was going to be better than 1. And I think that ruined it for a lot of people. If you thought this movie was going to be better than number 1, Coming to America, a classic, A classic black movie. There's a classic movie in general. I'm not gonna even get at a black movie. It's such a classic movie in general. If you thought it was, if you came into it looking like that, you was already fucked up.
Yeah.
You was already fucked up. After that movie, the first movie was spent all over New York. The second movie was filmed in Rick Ross' house. Listen, that's just based off that alone. I think we should have knew better. But overall, I actually enjoyed it, man. I think it was a good family pick. The storyline was terrible. Don't get it twisted. The son was terrible. I saw a lot of things happening that I knew was going to happen. Product placement is terrible in this movie. I mean, it's a Fashion Nova, it's Whiskers, it's Pepsi all over the place, it's Starbucks, it's everything. Like, they got paid just to put this shit in the movie, and I think that kind of broke it down a little, made it a little worse. But overall, I actually enjoyed it though, man.
But I respect the fact that they put Pepsi and not Coke, because they know most black people like Pepsi.
Yo, they asked Lisa our next question, which is somebody was saying, my homeboy was saying that basically Eddie Murphy is killing himself by doing these movies. And that goes into the question, like, can a legendary act, a legendary artist, whatever, can they ruin their legacy by doing more stuff? For instance, like people look at Michael Jordan when he came back. That brief stint in Washington, they were like, oh, that ruined his legacy. Or like different artists is coming later on. Michael Jackson putting out those late albums and stuff like that. So can a legacy act ruin their legacy by doing terrible things? Terrible artist things. Like, I think real life stuff, you touching little boys and little girls, yeah, you can ruin your legacy. We know that. But by making more art, can you ruin your legacy? Anybody?
I think
Smokey Robinson.
good. I mean, if it's not quality, then yeah.
You think you can ruin your legacy? Yeah, making something not quality today takes back everything you did before.
Right.
Smokey Robinson ruined his legacy when he was trying to tell young black teens to get off.
What's the song? Yo, that song, Drake and the Smokey.
I hate you for bringing that up.
No, Smokey was wilding, bro. I don't know who was. I thought, and the sad part, I thought that shit was old. That shit was like a year old. That shit was like that shit was 2018, bro. I thought that shit was like 85.
Like, who's his publicist? Like, who was his manager? Like, somebody had to be in the studio with Smoking and being like, "Hey, man, like,
you should make a song.
We should not do this."
I think okay, so I'll say, and I don't remember where I heard this, and I'm sure I'm not saying it exactly how it was said. But
the man podcast. Say whatever and quote whoever. It don't matter.
I don't know that I don't remember where I saw it, but I know or saw it or heard it. But I heard something that says basically a man doesn't know when to walk away. They don't know when their time is up.
Oh yeah.
A woman does. Like, a man will retire and then say, "Hey, but I'm coming back." I remember LL Cool J retired and we were like,
and then came back. Yeah. Yep.
Jay-Z supposedly retired.
Yeah, like, they don't know when. So I don't, off the top of my head, I can't think of a woman who has done that.
And left and came back. Oh, that's
left and came back.
Might be
left and came back and messed up.
I tell you what, though, I wish Andre would take heed to this shit right here and drop another fucking album.
But maybe that's why he ain't coming back. Maybe he get it.
If you listen to, I hate to say, you listen to Andre verse on Frank Ocean's solo reprise, he tells you why he not rapping no more. And the shit is the saddest shit, and the shit hurts me, bro. That shit hurts my heart that Andre, because I know Andre got a song somewhere that he can drop tomorrow on a laptop or something that'll change my life, bro. And Andre don't give a fuck about us. It hurts me to say that. Andre does not give a fuck about us no more, bro.
But Charlie Wilson came back and he did good.
I think a lot of people, I think certain people can. When y'all think about Ronald Isley, he came back as Mr. Big and killed shit.
He did it good.
I'm trying to think of a woman though. That's a good fat G.
Like, I don't know a woman who's done it.
Came back. That's like Serena quitting and coming back and then staking it up the court. That would be terrible, bro.
Okay, so check it out. Can we count the Spanish chick? What's her name? Who fucking around with all them ball player niggas? What's the bitch name?
J-Lo?
Yeah, J-Lo. Can we count J-Lo as a comeback or whatever?
J-Lo gonna win forever. Listen,
she never left.
Yeah, she never
retired.
She never
Oh, I
left.
thought she retired a long time ago.
She always been fine as hell. Like
Yeah,
that.
she always been
never
fired.
left.
We ain't basing off like looks though. We talking about like talent.
But her music was always trash. She only
Right.
had hits because of the people she was
y'all
dealing
need
with.
to chill. Love don't cost
Her
a
music
thing.
was not trash because black people
She
wrote
said
that.
what she said.
Jesus Christ. You can't call
Nah, I ain't gonna
J-Lo
let you do Ashanti like that. Ashanti wrote a lot of her hits, a lot of her number
She
one
wrote
hits.
1 or 2 songs for it. All
She
the
wrote,
songs
that was all
gospel and
she had. J-Lo ain't got no fucking hits like that. Ashanti wrote all her shit, man.
I'm Real was a hit back in the day, but it was.
And then Ashanti wrote that too.
Ashanti wrote that.
And then what about the other song that J-Lo got sued for, where she sampled an old song? I can't remember what it was. All my love is all I have.
Oh yeah,
that was a good song.
Y'all sleeping on J-Lo, man.
I like that video too.
Yeah, but J-Lo's singing was trash. Let's just be real.
I mean, a lot of artists are trash vocally, but they make good music, if that makes sense.
They compare her to like Beyonce or something like that. That bitch ain't in the same motherfucking room.
No.
Let alone staring at the same views as Beyonce. No, man. That bitch is a basic entertainer. She can dance real good, and she just happens to have a stronghold on the Spanish community. But ain't nobody listening to no J-Lo. Ain't nobody.
Black people love J-Lo too now. Don't forget it.
Yeah,
I love J-Lo.
We love, and I know more black women that love Selena the movie than white or Spanish women for some reason. Like they love that movie, bro.
I love Selena.
I posted something on Facebook yesterday asking the Mexican people really fuck with us, because when I was in a Mexican restaurant yesterday, I was getting them vibes that they didn't really fuck with us like that.
Were you the loud nigga in the Mexican restaurant? Because they don't like loud.
I was the quiet, subtle nigga who just wanted to get his food and eat in peace.
Now, were you ordering all kind of weird shit? Because they don't like that either.
I just ordered a motherfucking burrito de carnatas. I didn't do too much.
Okay, but that's unfair to say, because if a person of another race walked into one of our restaurants and was like, I wonder if black people, like, we'll be all over that. So we got to be fair here. Maybe it was just you.
No, we don't. Maybe
they just don't like
we
you.
Say whatever the fuck we want to say.
No, that's racist as fuck. And I'm one of them people, like, it's got to be fair across the board. I get it. I'm not saying that life works that way, but that's who we have to, that's who I try to be as a person. And that's just unfair, because I got Mexican friends, and I've been telling my friends listening, so I got to stand up for them boys.
I go to a lot of Mexican restaurants. They never looked at me crazy. Unless I couldn't understand. The only time I've been looked at crazy enough is when they were trying to say something to me and I didn't understand the shit. Like I go to them real taco spots, so they barely speak English. Well, they barely speak English. Now,
Like I'm telling you, I had a strong vibe, and I ain't really too off on my emotions or whatever, and my vibes or whatever.
You're a Gemini. You're very off on your emotions.
No, I'm not.
You're very off on your emotions.
Okay.
But I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I don't think this motherfucker like me.
Maybe what was happening? What was going on?
Okay, first of all, the bitch ain't offered me no water with my margarita. Like normally, normally that happens. She said, "Can I get you some water with this margarita?"
Well, did you ever think that that's a Hispanic? They don't drink water with margaritas. They just get drunk as hell.
Restaurant it's restaurant customers and courtesies, man. Like,
but maybe that was just her. Maybe that was just her.
But I mean, she got to take it for the entire restaurant. And
unfortunately, that's racist as fuck.
Okay, so she didn't offer you a water with your margarita. Then what else? What else happened?
And she was just being like real short with me. Like she was like,
you might have had a bad day, bro.
I didn't have. She probably had a bad day. But then I had to thinking about it. I was just like, you know what? Like I ain't never really experienced like the whole Mexican culture, like of acceptance. You know what I'm saying? For me personally or whatever. Like I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, how many Mexican people that I really know that fuck with me, like for real?
Probably a lot of
them. Now Puerto Rican people, my Puerto Rican homies, now I fucks with them forever. You know what I'm saying? Them that's love right there. But the Mexican community, not so much for me. And it's just me. I'm just talking about for me personally. I've had a few bad experiences coming up with the Mexican communities. I don't want to talk about any of them.
We'll talk
about that offline.
I understand like how a couple bad experiences can throw you off towards a lot of people. That's why I don't date women from Orlando. One bad bitch could tear one bitch from Orlando has ruined it for all bitches in Orlando. If I meet a bitch from Orlando, I'm like,
I'm done.
Yo, so I do understand what you mean by that. Like a couple bad experience with a certain type of people. Yes. Yeah, I don't fuck with Leo hoes. Jesus Christ, I can't.
That might be why I won't date another sad.
Okay.
You see that? There we go. So I do agree with him on that. Not
said
saying
what?
all
You said
Mexicans hate them. I don't know, but that
But
will.
you can't say that about a whole race of people.
Well,
That's
you
racist.
really can't. You really can't. But
That's
yeah.
racist.
Well, speaking of that, yo,
All right, I'm gonna take it.
You can't say a lot of things. For instance, like that brings us to one of the next topics on the list. Pepe Le Pew has been getting kicked out of Space Jam the movie. A cartoon is getting kicked out of a movie because of his sexual acts or his rapey culture. And Top, what do you think of that? Guy, what do you think? Anybody got anything to say about that? Pepe Le Pew. I see Gabby.
Well, when Pepe Le Pew came out, it was around the rape culture. So it's a reflection of what was going on at the time.
G, I see you say something. They come Pepe didn't come for who now?
No. No, so okay, so I don't know if you was locked up in Facebook jail when I posted.
I also just got on Facebook jail, so I missed a lot.
So I posted that issue on my social media, and I wanted people to understand, first of all, that I wasn't trying to give my opinion on it. I just wanted to see where everybody was at. And a lot of people were like, how could they cancel him? Like, he's a cartoon. Like, how could they do this? And I'm like, okay, I hear you, I get it. But how many times have men gotten locked up because they didn't understand the word no?
Yeah.
So it's not about canceling Pepe, it's about canceling Pepe's behavior. So then people were like, oh, but they could have brought him back with a different storyline. I'm like, but it's supposed to be based on a classic cartoon.
Right.
So if Pepe came back as somebody else, he's not Pepe.
Right.
So what do? You cancel it. And I'm like, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is see it from their point of view. And then I had some people like, well, parents need to raise their kids better. Okay, in a fantastic world that could happen. But what about kids who are being raised by TV? What about kids who that's all they know? Like, I know a lot of people who were raised by Family Matters. Like, what if Eddie would have been, like, his dad would have been okay with him drunk driving? Like, there's a lot of people who are raised by TV. So I get it. And then, of course, the slippery slope. But what about Miss Parker? She was wrong too.
But Parker used to be in Professor Ogleby a lot. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, you got a point now. She was pushing up on a nigga. The nigga Cushly said no. She was pushing up on him.
And she was wrong too. Like, if somebody says no.
Urkel was a nasty nigga too. You look, listen, man. It's a slippery. It's a slippery.
Who you said, Fletch?
Urkel. Urkel used to be at Lord extra hard, man. Lord, like sneaking in her room and shit. Y'all remember that nigga changed his whole DNA to get to a bitch. Listen, if ain't nothing wrong with that, I don't know what is, bro. So yeah, she is right. It's a slippery slope when you start taking the little things away. I do believe it can become a slippery slope. And is that really what we want as a culture? Because I get off on saying shit I shouldn't say sometimes. I enjoy saying what's not there, or even try to make fun of the shit that maybe we shouldn't make fun of. But you need that in life. I feel like we need that in life, man. Because then what's next? Some of our favorite comedians can't get off like they said. Bernie Mac in this culture, I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna never say thank God somebody did, but I'm glad Bernie ain't here. Because Bernie, they will try to crucify Bernie for saying what he said. Bernie was talking about slapping kids in the throat. He was talking about crackhead babies.
But it's a different time, and that's what we have to remember. Like, how often did white comedians used to make jokes about Black people? What about the cartoons that used to pick about Black people? And then when Black people was like, stop depicting us like that, white people was like, oh, it's just a cartoon. Don't take it so seriously. So all I'm saying is we got to remember the times that we live in, number one. And then I think the bigger issue is that people who produce this stuff, who bring it to the public, they should bear some of the responsibility of not perpetuating that behavior.
No,
I agree.
You're 100% right. The only thing I low key disagree.
I feel like a lot of it too is a perception of, their mind, what they're thinking.
Yeah, but what do we give like once again, all of us here are some type of content creators. Y'all make some type of content or sell some type of content. How do we feel about people saying like judging the content that we make, knowing especially if you feel like it's not coming from a harmful place, a terrible place? Like, what's the cap on that? Is there a cap on that?
I don't give a fuck about none of these people.
Well, you just said Mexicans are racist, so I understand that, Kay.
I never said Mexicans was racist. I asked the question: do Mexicans fuck with us? It's not saying that Mexicans are racist. I'm just checking the temperature of the people in the Mexican community.
Make sure if we all feel like something.
But I think that
no, not y'all. I'm talking. I put that on Facebook for a general question. I was asking a general question. I needed to know, and you know what they said? No.
What?
The few people that did comment on it, they said no. They do not fuck with us. But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. We were talking about Pepe Le Pew and how he was canceled, and how we should go about dealing with people that don't necessarily fuck with what we put out. I don't give a fuck what people think about me or any of the people that's in my circle. If you don't like it, nigga, keep fucking scrolling.
Oh, that's all. Boom, that's it.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't never really think that's true. I think that's true to a certain extent. We all care what somebody thinks about you.
Right.
Not me. I don't care.
I feel like you want to be personable and be relatable if you are like, okay, my retail, I have to do that on social media. So of course I want to be personable. I want you to
like the person. You will want people to like who they're buying.
Find me likable, find me approachable, so I feel like a lot of times though, you still do get people that just like are looking for an issue just because of the person that's doing it. That's why at first I was just trying to go through other outlets and not like social media, not like Facebook, and crazy that they gravitated to it first instead of me going to Amazon and going to the other sites, so that way I didn't have to interact personally with people, because I didn't want anybody to catch an attitude or take it personal because they personally know me,
Yeah. That's hard.
My number
separating business from personal is very hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's hand in hand. The way
and you want your home team to support, but those sometimes be the people that, nitpicky and try to find something,
But Kay talking about he don't care. Like, Kay, one of the businesses that you run is based off, I'm sure any business, I don't care what
quality care,
it's based off of word of mouth. You get your customers off of word of mouth. So you care what one customer is telling another customer, because if somebody tells somebody you give shitty service, you care. You care.
See, this is what I realized. I'm gonna tell you something about being a Black male entrepreneur.
Oh, well,
y'all might not realize.
I've never been one of those.
I might not realize.
Hold on, let me sit like this so I can listen.
Okay, I have a call center business.
Oh,
when you think about call centers, you think about it being a female-dominated industry or whatever. Me being an owner, I have to put things in place where people are seeing a female just so they can get into the business. Now, my business is totally legitimate, 100%. All my business are legitimate. I got paperwork. I file my taxes every year, whole 9 yards or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But just because I'm a Black man in America, people don't want to fuck with me. They don't know anything about my social media stuff or whatever. They just assume that just because I'm a Black man in a position that I'm in and trying to provide people with jobs, they automatically assume that it's a scam behind it.
Yeah.
I
don't buy that, Kay. I love you, but I don't buy that. I love you, but I don't buy it.
Very
Especially
true.
the day and age.
But you don't have to buy it though. I'm sitting here and I'm telling you how it is.
Telling you I
got 15 applicants right now. 9 of them people are not gonna fuck with me just because I'm a Black man. I guarantee you.
But that's the people you like. We live in a time, and I'm sorry, Fletch, I see you
Okay,
about
no,
to
you
talk,
go,
but
go
we
ahead.
live in a time where right now a lot of Black people truly believe in Black Lives Matter in every sense of that phrase. Not just when it comes to police brutality, but the overwhelming amount of Black people who are now supporting other Black people, especially when you showing us what you bring forth. So, Kay, I hear you, and I'm not denying. Wait, hold on. I'm not saying that's not true for that tiny circle that you are talking about.
Okay.
But I think on a major
talk about another
scale,
circle too.
Hold on. I think on a major scale, as a young Black man rising out of the trenches of somewhere like Muck City, I think the support for you would be overwhelming.
And it's not.
I think it's unfortunate for you that you take the small little amount of people that you come in contact with, you take what they say as golden, because I don't think that's true. I don't think in the larger scheme of things that would be true. I just don't.
Okay. Okay. All right. You don't want to believe that?
Let me say this quick. I believe in the rule of 7 or rule of 8. And once again, I can't tell you who said this either, but it's Florida man logic. It's something that says like out of 10 people, right? Like 3 people gonna like it, 3 people gonna hate it, 2 people gonna be on the fence about it, and 2 people not gonna give a fuck at all. So I think we always gotta look at it in the bigger picture of that as well too. Right. Every situation, whatever you do in life, 3 people gonna be like, oh, that shit's straight. 3 people gonna be like, fuck that shit. 2 not gonna care, and 2 people gonna be straddling the fence. It's all right. So I think we really gotta look at it at that overall. You can continue what you're about to say, Kay, but I believe in that more than anything.
Okay. I have a commercial cleaning business. A lot of people want me to get into residential cleanings. You know why I don't get into residential cleanings? Because I'm a Black man.
Oh yeah.
People don't want you going into their house as a Black man and cleaning places.
Right.
No, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that you are still you still have to deal with certain things like that. I don't disagree with that, but I just think in the overall grand scheme of things, you as a young Black male entrepreneur, I cannot see the overwhelming majority of the culture supporting your endeavors. I cannot see.
Not even be funny.
I am living in that though. I'm telling you how it is.
I think sometimes
I tell you what, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do to show you that there is a discriminatory thing when it comes to gender and race in businesses. And you can say this. You can say this.
I mean, I've gotten it.
That's not what she said, though. That's not what she said.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, but I'm telling you that it's harder for me to make it than it is harder for anybody else.
But that wasn't the original thing.
I once again, I'm not going to deny how you feel, because that's how you feel. I'm not going to deny what you've seen.
It's not how I feel. This is facts. This is not an emotion.
Once again, these are facts. But it can be facts to you. Your facts might not equal somebody else's facts. A Black woman might tell you something else is harder for her than you might want to believe. A white woman might tell you that too. You know how many white men say they're marginalized right now?
I own the clothing company too.
Kay is trying to plug all his businesses. Y'all want
and guess what? And guess what, Gabby? Guess what, Lisa? Guess what, Fletch? Guess what? I closed the doors on my clothing company. You know why? Because it's hard for a Black man to sell people clothing.
I don't know why it's hard
for a Black man to sell people clothing? Because it's a female dominant.
What about food?
There's several Black lines that make it, bro, every day.
We're talking about on a lower tier.
Yeah, but they were
lower tier stuff.
They were once lower tier people.
They were once lower tier.
And we have a woman in here that sells clothing too. Lisa, you think you're discriminated against because you're a woman selling clothes? What happened?
Actually thriving. That's actually thriving. How many men you know sell clothes is actually thriving?
How many men I know sell clothes that's actually thriving? I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah,
but
you know
I'm not discriminated against as with retail just because I sell to females. So a female not going, it's not going to be too much. Either they like what I'm selling or they don't like what I'm selling, or either they buy it or they don't buy it. As far as healthcare, with me being in finance and dealing with money, I felt like I've had to prove myself just because, of course, I'm a woman. I'm a Black woman.
Yeah.
I feel like I had to get the education behind it before I could even talk numbers.
I think that's most important because people respect certain things. And sometimes I think it's bigger than I want. Okay, once again, I'm not telling you you don't have the right to feel how you feel, but I know motherfuckers go through a lot of shit versus that anyway. So after that, it's gonna be based off other things. What can you do for them? You know what I'm saying? What can you provide them? Now I do agree with the black people in your house cleaning. That's why I say you need to hire some Mexicans. Hire some Mexican women. That is blood right
I have to hire Mexican women.
A lot of things in this world that we have to do.
Are you telling me to
I shouldn't have to drive under the speed limit right behind police, but I do, motherfucker. I should have to stop everything.
Y'all perpetuating that shit.
Y'all perpetuating
you telling me to hire in some Mexican people when I can do the same fucking thing the Mexican people do. Like I shouldn't have to put a face over my business to succeed because I'm a black man.
We live in a world.
I don't none of that shit y'all talking about. Even with my call center business, I should not have to put a female face over my business to show them that I can do whatever it is these other motherfucking call centers
shouldn't have to do a lot of things, but with a lot of things we do have to do. I agree with you. I hear what you're saying, bro.
Nobody's denying your feelings.
But when I'm telling you this is how the industry is for me, you should definitely believe what I'm saying.
Kay, I work in one of the most male-dominated industries. I work in construction.
It goes both ways.
I work in construction, Kay. So if nobody feels what you're saying, I feel what you are saying.
But if you felt what I was saying,
hold on, because you have your emotions in this, and what I'm asking you to do is at this moment. Hold on. See, let me finish a sentence. Step back out of Kay right quick and see the bigger picture. What I'm saying is that I don't deny how you feel, but nobody said you had to put a woman as the face of your business. You chose to do that because you can say, I'm a black man with a cleaning service. You hire me or you don't. And you build up clientele that says, yes, that's a black man with a cleaning service. But every time he's come to my house has been immaculately clean. He has never stolen anything. He is a great provider. And guess what? You grow. You don't want to deal with the trenches is what I hear. You feel like you sound like I should just have. Unfortunately, because you are a black man in America, you gotta start at the bottom. I'm sorry. That's just what it is.
As black people, we gotta go harder.
We gotta go harder.
As black men, no matter what,
don't make it right.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to take an L though.
I love you.
I'm gonna
go out my way to take L's. No,
you were born black. You already took an L.
That's just the grind.
You were born black. You already took an L. I'm sorry.
No. But
if you think
you know what? Tell you what, we're gonna move on from this right here.
Oh, we got Kay off of a conversation.
No, because y'all not.
While we're talking about business and everything, Lisa, you had a question about millennials, right? What was the question you had about millennials? Do you remember what it was?
Do millennials right now have the power or ability or right financial mindset to close the major wealth gap, especially in the Black community? Mm-hmm. So I read something that said, during the pandemic, everything, rose within the Black community, business, just everything. They were saying that it kind of flipped what they were saying a couple of years before that, saying, oh, okay, millennials wasn't buying homes. They wasn't taking care of finances. So now it seems like during the pandemic, it flipped. So now they're saying we may have the possibility to close the wealth gap. What do you guys think?
I'm sorry, let me say this first of all. I think right now, and I forgot who said this. It might have been Tesla. It might have been over Tesla. Right now, during the pandemic, a lot of millionaires are being made. Black, white, whatever you got. Like the young millionaires are being made in this time right now. We have seen so much as millennials. We were here for 9/11. We done saw 2 recessions. We had Trump, motherfucker. We done saw the rise of Black Lives Matter. We have seen so much shit in our short span.
And we in the pandemic.
So I think right now is the time for all of us to flourish. That was a big process behind the podcast. I had the podcast idea for a long time, and a couple ideas I just keep ideas, but I never pushed them. But during this break, this is my time. I was like, let me do something. And I think a lot of people have done that. And I do feel like, we can close that gap or make it closer than what it is. But I do also feel like the rich gonna keep getting richer. That ain't gonna stop because they not gonna stop their flow. But I do feel like it is a rise of Black people getting to the money right now. The pandemic, I think somebody called it the bandemic. Because niggas is getting to this money right now. Believe that. And I'm glad to be a part of it. Go hard or go home. So I do believe that. Ms. G, what you think, love?
I think this is America, so I don't really ever see us really closing the wealth gap as much as we'd like to.
Right.
I think it's gonna shrink. I think it's inevitable that it's gonna shrink, but I don't see us closing it, and it's just because a lot of the money that runs America is so deeply rooted in the past,
right?
Not going anywhere. Like Wells Fargo, it might change its name. But
it was something else before. It was something else. Was Wachovia?
Wachovia, yeah. So like it's never going anywhere. And I think just the deeply rooted money here in America is just too deeply rooted to really flip or to really close that gap as much as it should be closed. And we would like it to be closed. But I do think that the one thing that like millennials have done is we have challenged all the rules. And that's what I like. We didn't just take the rules and say, okay, our parents have been doing it this way and their parents have been doing it this way, so we got to keep doing it this way. We started saying why, or not even why. A lot of times, just
I'm doing that.
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah.
So I think a lot is gonna happen. I mean, and I'm very happy about it. I'm very happy that a lot of those rules are being challenged, and we are learning different ways to gain wealth and knowledge about wealth. Like, so I think something's going to happen. I'm just not very confident that it's going to be as big as we would like it to. I mean, because we as a people slept on like Bernie Sanders and so
Bernie, a lot of things Bernie said was going to happen. It's going to turn true. Yeah. So this is very true. Kay Dollaz, what you think? Millennials closing the wealth gap. Is this the time to get to the money?
Man, you know what, to be honest, man, I think that us as Black people, especially Black people in Florida, I mean, because this is a Florida man's podcast.
We're worldwide. We're from Florida, but we're worldwide. I just throw that out there for the people. We got people. I think my boys from Ohio that say they listen to the podcast every week.
I think for us, man, like I've always considered like the millennial generation, the freedom fighters, and the more logic. Well, they're like 60% logic, 40% emotion driven people. That's the way their personalities are set up. But I really think that if there is going to be some closing of that wealth gap, is going to come from them. Unfortunately, a lot of us, a lot of the older people want a lot of those opportunities to be able to do that, but this is the age of knowledge, man. Like there's a lot of information out there for free, and there's a lot of information out there that has to be sold because it's precious information and people want to, give it to only the people that are willing to invest their time and energy and money into it. So I understand that, but this is a time right now, man. You got to go out there and chase that thing, man. If you're not investing in anything and you're not trying to, create some type of other stream of income,
leverage,
some type of leverage, you know what I'm saying, to get to that next level, man, you ain't doing nothing, man. I don't know what you're doing.
I got to ask a second question to piggyback off what Lisa said. Great question, Lisa. Also, thank you very much, love. How do you see this affecting relationships? The pandemic. I don't think I asked y'all this question, but somebody brought this to my attention.
Good and bad. Good and bad.
How is the pandemic affecting relationships? Lisa, what you think?
I say good and bad. You've seen a lot of relationships fail, and you've seen some thrive in the pandemic. some, the pandemic brought some people close, or drove some people apart. So I've seen kind of both, or I've heard both stories about it.
Moved out of the way. Gotcha. Ms.G, do you see the pandemic affecting relationships?
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let me just say I'm glad I ain't had to live with now one of my exes. Cause we wouldn't have made it.
We lived alone in the pandemic. Woo!
We wouldn't have made it. So I'm very yeah, I mean, but not just like romantic relationships. I've seen it affect
friendships. Might say
some friendships.
Oh yeah.
Some parental relationships.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's done a number. It's definitely done a number.
I think right now is a crazy time. Of course we all see it. The stress levels are high. Some people ain't working. Some people trapped inside the house with that significant other. I think they say domestic violence that arise. Terrible statistic, but damn, I understand why. You know what I'm saying? When you trapped around somebody, you start to see the good and bad sides of people. Suicide rates are high. Everything is crazy right now. So I do see this pandemic affecting people, but that also literally goes into the next question: space in a relationship. Is space needed in a relationship? Long-term relationship, K Dollaz. In a long-term relationship, is space needed? And then if space is needed, how much space do you think is needed in a relationship?
I think that well, it all depends on what type of relationship y'all have, man. But you're talking about long distance relationship.
Is space needed?
That's my girl. But yeah, I need some fucking space. I always need space though. I do. Like I need some time to myself, man. I need time to shave my balls. You know what I'm saying? Like I need time to sit down and take a shit. And not have to worry, and not have to worry about you hearing me plunge in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a very private person when it comes to like things like that, But I like time to myself, man. Sometimes I like to, just sit in my car for like an hour and a half and just reflect on all the bullshit that I went through throughout the day before I come in the house. Ain't nothing, it's nothing against the other person or whatever, but I need me some space. I like to take me a weekend or a week to myself.
Yeah.
And I like to, go and, travel and, see other bitches. But, sometimes I need my time myself, but you know what? Females don't want to give you that time though. They don't.
Well, we got two females here, so we'll answer that question. I can't speak for females. Who I want to talk to? Both of y'all looking like y'all about to go in. Lisa, space in a relationship. I'm gonna come back to Gabby. I don't like how Gabby was looking right now.
Yes,
give Gabby a second.
Space in a relationship.
I need my space. I need my space. I need time to myself. I need to be alone. I need to relax. So I think space is needed. As far as I don't know what, Kay.
Shaving his balls,
Yes, but yeah, I need my space. I enjoy my time alone, and I mean that give you time to miss that person. The anticipation, the build up for the next time you see that person. So I think you should take some time and to really tap into your creative self, especially if you have a whole lot of stuff going on, like I do. I like to be alone, doing stuff like that. And when I'm going through stuff, I don't like for me to impose whatever I got going on somebody else. My misery don't like company. I like to be secluded. Yeah.
Me too.
Go ahead, Ms.G. What about space? Is space needed in great relationships? To make a relationship thrive, is space needed?
Yeah, because everybody needs the opportunity to be an individual.
Yes.
You need space to
be everybody, friends, family. I need a break from my kids.
Exactly. And I like the fact that you said that, Lisa, because a lot of mommies especially feel like,
and I tell girls like first time moms all the time, don't feel guilty if you want to take
you're a whole person.
you even get on your kids' nerves. Once they get old enough to tell you, you get on your kids' nerves.
Yeah,
So they don't want to be
everybody.
around you too. Yeah. So
Everybody get on everybody's nerves, so everybody
Yeah.
needs space. I saw recently Carrie Hilson said that she would be okay with living in a different house than her husband. And I saw some dudes like, why even get married? And I was like,
Oh, wow.
but what's wrong with that? Like,
I would be okay with that too.
I would be okay with that. Like,
you gotta jump in and say, you see no real men say that. Men love space. We as men love our space. I am currently enjoying my time alone. I enjoy myself to the fullest. I think people need that, especially in a relationship. I think Lisa just said that. You don't understand, like, you need that space until you need that space. Like, you don't understand how peaceful it is to be in your car when you pull up to the house and just sit there, just wait. Right. You know, just enjoying whatever, or just vibing to yourself. That shit is a mental steroid. That shit makes you feel good. It replenishes you. And I think it makes a relationship better. You know, Lisa, what she said, Lisa. Somebody said, Lisa said some shit. Give a bitch some time to miss you.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I just said.
Girl, that's what I gave you credit. Nigga, stop. That's what I gave you credit 2 times. Ladies, let a nigga miss you sometimes. It's cool to be up under a nigga. I love when a chick is under me. But sometimes you want that space, bro. Let me miss you.
Yes. It's attractive when you got your own thing going on, your own, you know, you moving and shaking. You ain't on the nigga trail. So y'all meet when it's
Right. What do you have to? I'd be like, what are we gonna talk about if we're with each other? Like, I know people who work together, live together, and I'm like, what do y'all talk about? How do y'all keep each other stimulated?
I could never talk to somebody I work with.
I can't. I'm like, I don't understand how y'all do it. Like, y'all shared all day at work, and then what did y'all talk about when y'all got home? Like,
more work. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
One of my exes texted me the other day, and she was like, my uncle just died. I need you. And I looked at the text message and I was like, no, you need Jesus. You don't need me. Like what? Yeah, like I don't like what are like why are you so dependent on me to make your life better? Like that's not what I'm
here. Emotionally attached.
Yeah. See, and the sad part, I was literally talking to one of my
that ain't got shit to do with me, no.
About that yesterday.
You might be giving her those mixed signals to where she's still emotionally
I'm giving her. That's not up for you to interpret.
Okay, so what's going on then? You just can't throw that out there and then be like, you need Jesus. Why is she asking? Why
I should not need you to run to for your emotional support.
No,
but why is she saying she needs you?
That's not true.
Have you been emotionally?
Men have to be there to provide you emotional support with everything. Like when you're going through something like a death in the family, like
listen,
what can I do?
Have you been emotionally available to her for her to say she needs you?
I'm emotionally available to the right person.
As a Gemini, I know he has. Because as a Gemini, I know he has. Because we great listeners.
Right. So then when she asking for you to be emotionally available,
because I know women who love to talk to me about shit, who come to me with a lot of the problems. Sometimes I'd be like, why the fuck? But you do understand sometimes that's needed. Sometimes some people need somebody to talk to. And you might be that person. Sometimes the Gabby brushing the waves though.
I feel like Chicago.
Whoa, now say what you got to say while you brushing, Gabby.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Did it one time.
Emotional attachment. Some people have emotional attachments to different people, bro.
But
like I said, I once again, I repeat, I only have 2 female friends, and I don't even tell them everything. But there are things I tell one that I won't tell the other.
Well, you.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I tell everybody everything though.
No, you don't.
Like nobody really knows who I am. Huh?
What's that? I'm sorry. I was going to say you feel like you tell everybody everything.
No, I feel like I don't tell everybody everything. I feel like nobody would ever know because people think they know you, and I'd be like, girl, you have no fucking idea who I am or what I'm capable of. I will fucking destroy a whole fucking relationship in one sentence and not even care about it. Like, I hate when people put me in that box like that. Like, don't fucking say that you know me because you don't fucking know me. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know where I'm going to. I tell you things that I allow you to know pieces of me.
I think that's everybody. It's rare for people to give somebody everything, to give somebody your all. It's rare. Now, I'm not saying it does not happen. It does happen. Like I said, I only have 2 female friends, and I tell them damn near everything, but certain shit I won't tell their ass for nothing. You know what I'm saying? These are people I consider close friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but everybody don't need to know the real you too. I do believe everybody don't need to know the real you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when people like put you in that fucking like that box or whatever, like, oh, I know you was gonna do this, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you just going off of just like my face or whatever? Like, when females meet me and be like, I know you got a lot of hoes, and I look at them and I'll be like, yeah, I do. You think I just look like this or whatever, and I don't have a bunch of hoes?
Oh,
I be playing on them. I be playing on their mental or whatever. I just want to see what their reaction is to somebody who's just being like, straight up and just like in your face or whatever. And most of them, like, I ain't gonna lie, most of them like tuck their tail and run away. But it's funny as hell though.
That go for people who can't handle the truth. I don't even know how we got on this subject. What we were talking about, G? What you think? Talk to us, G. Do people know the real you? Hey, that's a good question. Do people know the real you, Miss G? That's a dope question. Do people know the real you? That go for everybody. Everybody think about that real quick. Do people know the real you?
So I think they know the real me to the extent of our relationship.
Yeah.
Different people know different things.
Yeah.
Wait, let me elaborate on this, Kay. Hold on. So what do you mean by that? Break that down for me. People know you based on.
Good question. My job knows the real professional me.
Gotcha.
They don't know this side of me.
Right.
Like y'all know this side of me. Y'all don't know the full professional side of me. So I think it's to the extent of your relationship with people that they truly know you.
Dope. So that's very dope. Ms. Lisa, do people know the real you?
For the most part, just like Gabby said, it's whatever is based on whatever relationship you have with that person. Well, I'm 100% though raw. This is me. I talk like this at work. I say the same shit. I even lead a meeting the same way. What's up? What we doing? So I try to be 100% authentically myself to everybody that I encounter. So yeah, I mean, they get the real.
Yeah. For me, it's the same thing. I feel like I'm always me. I try to maintain a sense of maybe I shouldn't say that, but it kills me not to say that.
Yeah.
My soul to try not to be me. So I try my hardest sometimes not to give people 100% of me because I know I can be rude. I know I got a warped sense of humor. I know I say things that I shouldn't say at the wrong time. And I start off sentences like, I know I shouldn't say this, but like I be at work saying, yo, maybe I'm not the one to say this.
Right.
So even just professionally or with my friends or with y'all or with whoever, the way I act is going to be me. With the women I love or the women I deal with, it's always going to be the same thing. But yeah, that's real big. It depends on the relationship. It depends on how tame I am and what I'm trying to accomplish from the situation too. So I'm just saying that too.
Yeah.
Hey, people know the real you. I think you just said no.
No one will ever know the real me. Hell, I don't even know the real me. I'm unpredictable as fuck. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
That's the real you. That's you right there.
Yeah.
I'm not all over the place, but I am who I am, and people tend to accept it. But I mean, for me, my personality is like I'm like real cool and just real chill, but I have a tendency to say some real wild ass shit every now and then. And then I only say what people are afraid to say. Yeah, every now and then I don't say wild shit all the time.
I say a lot of things that men won't say or afraid to say. People in general won't say because they scared that it's going to offend the wrong person. They scared it's going to lead to something. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I do believe that.
Right.
First question of the day for the Florida Man podcast. And I hate to say this is mostly for ladies because I don't know how I can really even ask this question. This is from my boy Big Sambo out of Fort Lauderdale. He says, how am I supposed to know, lady? I guess this is a lady's question. Ladies, how am I supposed to know you want me to spend some money on you if you don't give me no coochie? I don't even know how to answer that question.
I'm entertaining you. If I respond to you, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer stuff like that. I'm just saying stuff.
That's a dope question. That's a dope question, Sam. That's a good ass question.
But that's the
supposed to
caliber.
know you
He
want
gotta
me?
go to a different caliber of woman because I always think that like I can spend my own money on me. So
Right. And
No,
I
that's
don't
not the
ask
question. No,
niggas.
pause,
I
pause,
don't ask
pause.
niggas for
Once
money.
again, that's it. Y'all dodging the question. The question is like, how am I supposed to know you want me? As a man, how am I supposed to know you want me if you're not showing signs of you liking me?
but what if I but I
especially if you ain't
but I
giving me no
mean
coochie?
but I might be showing signs that I think are telling you. I might be like actually like if I joke on you, I might like you.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
just
That's
because
not
you
every
ain't
chick,
picking
so
up
that's
what I'm
weird.
putting down don't mean I'm putting it down. Huh?
That's not every chick, so that's very weird. Most chicks
But
don't joke on you.
I'm just saying,
Most chicks don't joke on you.
you know, you get what I'm saying. Like just because what I'm trying to give you as a signal to say, hey, I like you, you just might not be receiving it like that. But I'm actually giving it to you. I'm telling you in my language that, hey, I like you.
Women have fucked up. Let me say this, Sam. Women have fucked up languages. Like you can't understand some of these bitches' language. Some of these women language. I guess I'll say bitches. You can't understand every chick language because every chick don't talk right. like chicks have ulterior motives. They don't. They say they like you. You didn't see me like your picture 2 weeks ago. No, bitch, I didn't. Like that's the dumb shit that women do. Lisa, answer the question for Mr. Sam. How is he supposed to know women want him if they don't give him no coochie? Like how answer the question, Lisa. We're waiting.
He's about to say some crazy shit, bro.
Yes, she is. Let it come out.
I don't know what to say about that. That's just foolishness.
Mm.
Why I gotta give you my coochie for you to know I want you?
Period.
I know you like me if you give me that coochie though. I do. I understand you making a valid question, Lisa. But if a chick give me coochie, I know she like me. So
or maybe she just was horny.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe she just wanted to fuck you.
Well, once again, we're not
Maybe
going
she
down
was
that
down
road.
on her luck and felt like you was the last.
Maybe you was a sympathy fuck. You probably
No, I wasn't.
you probably was like, oh.
I refuse to believe I was a sympathy fuck. You could have fucked somebody else.
He would pet that little pew in her and she was like, let me just get this over with.
Put the cat on him and sit him in the corner because goddamn.
Jesus Christ. They out here doing it for real?
I mean, I think y'all dudes put a lot on y'all dick and it's really not that serious.
Yeah.
Like
It's really not though. It's really not.
But I seriously can't answer that question. I do give off mixed signals. Like I'm so weird when it comes down to people I am really, really attracted to. I have just one time, how I actually feel to a dude, like in that way, just shot my shot. Other than that, no. I'm weird, I'm crazy, I'm gonna give mixed signals. You basically gonna have to just eat this ass.
God, Jesus Christ. So nigga be tasting forever. All right, that nigga be tasting
But
forever.
no, I don't know. I'm not good at that. So
What? If y'all ever just came down to like, I like you. Is that so easy? Is that so hard to do?
I've said that. I've said I like you. I mean, after the fact, after I gave you so many mixed signals. But yeah, I do it. I play the game.
Gotcha.
that's the art of getting
Right.
to
And men like it anyway. Like
No, they don't. We keep telling no niggas do not like the chase. Niggas don't.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's
No, we don't.
intriguing to them. Well, some men. I'm not gonna say all.
Okay, thank you. That's better. Thank you.
But that's the art of the romance.
The art of romance is I like you, you like me. Let's make this happen. That's romance.
But if I tell you
every
I don't want it
around for months,
like
trying to get at you, and you give me those mixed ass signals. Please don't do that.
Well, I'm definitely a flirt, and I'll flirt with anybody. So I feel you.
Yeah, that is one of my biggest flaws. I flirt with a bitch without trying.
I don't want it that easy, Fletch. I'm sorry. I need to like be able to spend at least like a chicken strip platter on you or something. I just
I
can't.
hate him so much.
Right. You know you gotta play it out. You gotta play the game. I just said that. You gotta play the game.
That's life. That's just being a grown ass man. I feel
right.
like
That's the thing. You gotta look out. Like
I feel like the first date is on me off rip. The first date is just on me, just trying to get to you. That's just GP. Yes, nigga, let's go get something to eat. Let's go have some movies, dinner, drinks, whatever. That's off GP. After that, a chick got to show you something back. Because if she don't, you feel like you wasting time. I think that's what the question, the money is. I think that's what the money is part of it.
I hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't know if it's that easy.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
Oh,
That's
stop.
immature.
Stop.
In the words of great Jay-Z, that's immature having me chase you around for months. Having to act like an adult for once. Listen, we go on to the next question, which I think Gabby brought this up. Love languages. Go ahead, G. Was that your question or I got in the group?
No, was that Lisa's question? I feel like that was Lisa's question.
I thought it was Gabby's question.
Oh, it might be, but I do
Stop
know
you,
my
bitch.
love language, and I think they're super.
I know they K's. I know this is not
I didn't
something.
have any questions.
I
And
know
I'm
my
mixed
love
about
language.
love languages. So it's one of y'all who said it, who brought it up.
Probably was. It probably was me. Like, I don't know, because I'm always on some emotional shit.
Gotcha.
But
Gab, you one of them type of women? You super emotional ass shit.
I am definitely an empath. I'm definitely one of those people. Like I a lot of my thought comes from how I feel about it.
Gotcha.
So,
Emotions make you sad sometimes.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna remix some people too.
So love languages. One first question about love languages. One is it? Well, first of all, let me say this. Do you guys know what your love language is?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead. I don't know why I'm saying this. Kay, what are your love languages? What is your love languages, bro?
Words of affirmation. All right.
And it's usually two. You
Yeah.
have one.
60% words of affirmation, and the rest is like gift giving is stupid shit. I don't know why it's gift giving, but that's what when I took the test or whatever, that's what it was. But mind you, like I want everybody to be clear with this right here. Mind you, your love language can change every single year as you mature and learn a little bit more about yourself. Your love language is subject to change.
Okay, good info. Ms.G, your love language is
words of affirmation and physical touch.
See, I was gonna ask Lisa, but let me say the same. My things are the same thing. Words of affirmation and physical touch. Talk to me and touch me, bitch. You got me.
Yeah. And I'm that person. Like, so I'm gonna show you my affection by I want to rub you when you come home from a long day. I want to speak.
Wait a minute. So that's your love language, or that's how the person should be loving you?
No. That's why I just said that's how I love as well. Like,
that's
reciprocate. I like to receive it that way, and I like to give it that way because I understand the power of the human touch, and I love it. Like, I think there can be a transference of energy. You my strong Black man coming home from a hard day at work, and I touch you the right way.
That's it.
All that shit might go out the door. What you was dealing with at work. So I truly believe in just touching and talking to people and giving them that reassurance of whatever they need in that moment. So,
Lisa, what you say? What are your love languages, dear?
Same. And then just to add a little razzle dazzle, you gotta feed me. You gotta keep me comforted. You got to. Yeah.
Sandwich. Take me to Roof Chris.
You miss me, you gotta show up with the seafood, the fruit,
Yeah, words of affirmation and touch are everything for me.
Yes.
Tell me what you like. That goes back to our previous conversation. Tell me what's up. Let me know what the deal is, because that's how I'm gonna be. So if you get that back, if it's reciprocated, that shit is beautiful. Touch, well, stroke this beard the right way. I'm gonna curl out like a kitten, bitch.
I definitely did not think you were going with beard with that.
Well, this beard the right way, touch me the right way. That's it. We straight. So the question is, after that, we all know what our love languages are. Can it be bullshit? Can a love language be bullshit? Or do you feel like these are true to who you are? Or do you feel like it could be a little more? I'm gonna start this off by saying I heard women that say all love languages are my love language. I think that's bullshit. I think that too. I think you gonna like everything. You like everything, bitch. No, it's gonna be certain things that you want from a nigga or from a dude or from your significant other. If it's your girlfriend, I don't care. It's gonna be certain things you want. So when people say, so yes, I believe love languages can be some type of bullshit, especially once again, you doing it, taking the test to find out what your love languages are. If you lied on this test just to lie to yourself, bitch, that's not your love languages. So yeah, there can be some flaws in it. Lisa, can love languages be bullshit?
No, I mean, that's all about how you can't really change how somebody feel or depict how they feel. I do agree with all love languages is not, no. All love languages is not my love language.
Right.
It's certain things. I'm not a gift giver. I will give you
you ain't shit.
I will give you thoughtful gifts when it's
no, I want gifts.
But I'm not a gift giver. Like
I want this PS5. What's up? I want a thoughtful gift. No, I thought of you today. Buy the PlayStation, girl. What you say, Kay, Ms.G? Can love languages be bullshit?
I think I feel exactly how you said. Like, if you're bullshitting the test, then your answer, then your love language is gonna come out as bullshit. But I think too, like, if you are actually answering those questions realistically, I think it does speak to the core of who you are and how you interpret love. And I mean, I think that, you know, even if you don't take the test, I think, like, think back to your childhood. How did the people around you show you love? And like think about it in the sense of, like, I hear people talk about like abused people. Well, think about a woman who, as a little girl growing up, she was abused by her parents, and then after they beat the mess out of her, they gave her a gift. That's how she interprets love. So I think, you know, it's a lot that plays into it. That test is great, and I'm definitely one of those people who thinks everybody should take it. But yeah, I don't think love languages are BS.
Okay, what you think? Love languages BS? I think you briefly talked on it.
Well, well, in my personal opinion, I just want to say that I think love languages can be bullshit only if it's misinterpreted by the person who you want the love from. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, listen. Just because you know what my love language is doesn't mean that I want the love language to be given from you.
Right. Yeah.
I don't fuck with you like that.
Right.
You know, like, I just it has to be.
Hey, you say a lot of bullshit, but every now and again you be on point. That's some on point shit.
You know, sometimes I have a tendency to make sense. You know,
that's some real ass shit, though. That love language might not be the same. It could be bullshit if it's coming from the wrong person. It can be bullshit if somebody interprets the love language the wrong way. You are right.
Or you don't want
to. Like, I like these words of affirmation, but you texting this shit to me 4 or 5 times a day.
That's not it.
How much of a strong black man I am, and you know, I'm motivated, and go out here and seize the fucking day, carpe diem type shit. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You about to text me 5 times a day about how good. Like, no, see, now you're doing too much. You're going into the shit too deep.
I do believe women can do too much. Now, women are the key figure of
and niggas can do too much too.
Women
niggas
can do too much too.
Niggas be doing the most. I'm telling you, like I have to give it to it on both sides. Females be doing the most, but there's some niggas out here. Oh my God. One of my homegirl boyfriend, that nigga be doing the most.
I can only take that from women. When women say, like, I found out so much about niggas the last 2 years from actually listening to women. Because women have always told me these stories and I never wanted to hear it. I was like, no, it ain't, bitch. No, it ain't. That shit ain't true. And literally, I'm starting to believe some of the shit that women are telling me how bad it is. And I feel bad that it's that bad out here for y'all ladies. Like, it's niggas out here that ain't shit and do fucked up shit. I was talking to a chick and she was like, a nigga asked her for a number. She said, no, the nigga sprayed her with a water gun. Listen, I laughed at first, like I chuckled, but then I'm thought about, that's the most fucked up shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, that's a fragile ass nigga. Like, that shit is crazy. And then she like, imagine a group of niggas and one nigga ask for you, then you be like, no, how they act? I'm like, damn, I ain't never thought of like that. And because I can honestly say the niggas in my immediate circle don't do fucked up shit like that or haven't done it in front of me, I didn't believe it. But then, like I said, it's rare. Like, I don't fuck with too many niggas in the first place. So yeah, that shit is crazy.
You know what I'm tired of? You know what I'm tired of? These woke niggas. this woke nigga shit. These niggas getting on my motherfucking nerves.
So yeah, I do believe some niggas need to go to sleep.
Niggas is way
They be
too
woke
goddamn
all the time.
serious.
Shut up. Say you need to go to sleep.
Some of you woke niggas do need to go sleep. Y'all niggas be too woke. Too
But-
woke.
Right.
But it is hard out here. Like, it is hard out here sometimes to be a woman and say, no, thank you. Like, I'm good. I appreciate it.
I
And
already told y'all what was being said to me in my inbox when I
they
was
feel like you owe them something. They feel like you owe them something. And I mean, hell, didn't everybody see the video of the lady who got where the dude beat her face in New York? Yeah, like just because she didn't want him to buy her liquor. That male ego is fragile as
You
fuck.
can't fuck up my mind work. Baby, you just should let the nigga box the wine. Baby,
But see, that's not fair.
and that sounds so fucked up. It's like I'm victim blaming.
Yeah.
But at that point, like if you see niggas, like I think women have a sixth sense.
But how do you know that it was gonna turn violent in that way? You don't know that.
I think women have a sixth sense. Like y'all know shit.
That intuition.
Like, y'all really be know shit. Like you knew not to take this bottle from this nigga. Now, once again, you didn't know what was gonna happen after that, and I don't even want to be on this subject too long. But I think in the back of y'all mind, y'all be knowing this shit can't end well right here. Yeah, this shit here ain't it. So maybe it was even her trying to be nice, like no thank you, that led to that. But even in that situation, I feel like women just be knowing it's a fucked up situation. Mm-hmm. And I hope that some women just peep game early that niggas ain't shit, because I'm just finding out niggas ain't shit. But apparently y'all been new.
I feel like if you was to scratch your coochie in public around a nigga, they'll leave you alone.
No, they just gonna be like, let me help you scratch that little mama. I done had crabs before, little mama. Let me try it. Don't turn
If you got enough, Kay, I can fix that for you. So we gonna get that taken care of, Charlotte.
Together. Maybe you want me to go
no way niggas is saying that.
Yeah, niggas will say anything to holler at a bad bitch, bro. I don't think niggas say the worst shit in the world to get at a bad bitch, bro. Trust me. Second question from the day, and this actually is one from our producer, MIA producer. Shouts out to the MIA producer. He was like, "Can you categorize love?" I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna pass that to Gabby because she is the woke sister of the show, and she understands love languages better than most.
What you call me?
She definitely a pimp too. I believe that. I believe you know that bullshit. Ain't nobody in my DMs lying, motherfucker. Yo, can you categorize love? Can you put love in categories? I guess that's what.
I mean, I think so. You can have a friendly love, like if I'm interpreting that person's question correctly, like I mean, I love my I love my friends, but I don't love them the same way I would love my man.
Right.
That's a good shit. It's gonna lead to some good shit. I like that. I'm gonna come back to that though. Lisa, can you categorize love?
Yeah, same thing. You don't love, your significant other like your friend, like you love your friend. Family members, same thing.
See, and this brings me to the case of I'm gonna ask K2 about it. What about the people that you might love? Like you might have friends that you love more than family. You might have you might love your kids more than your husband. You know what I'm saying? You might love. Right. These things do come in categories. So I do agree with the question. I think the question is yes, you can. But what do you do with those situations? Is it just is what it is? Right. If you love your kids more than your husband right now, is it a chance that your husband gets a place?
Let me say this right here. All right. Let me go ahead and put this on the table right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bible says that there is no greater love than the love of a friend. So if I love you,
that's the Bible nowhere, but I'm listening.
The Bible said that. The Bible did say that, nigga. Tell me, I've been to church all my goddamn life. I know what the Bible says.
Well, you should have said goddamn that quick. See, I'm fucked up already. Keep going though. What you say though?
Anyways, all right. The Bible said there's no greater love than a person laying down their life for a friend. All right. It don't get no deeper than that. You willing to freaking throw away your entire existence for somebody that you got some serious love for. Do I love somebody like that where I'm willing to throw my life away or lay down my life for somebody? Yeah, it's my daughter and a couple of bitches I used to fuck with in the past. But that's really about it.
Listen, you better leave because I can't name a bitch. I can't say ain't no chick from my past I lay my life down for. My son.
I've messed up a lot of relationships in my life. Okay, some that I really, really regret, and yeah, I'll take a bullet for a motherfucker. You know, I take a bullet.
Wait, you got a bitch in your past you'll take a bullet for? That ain't your kid, your daughter. Yeah. You got a female you'll take a bullet for. But that's who you supposed to be with, bro. That's who you supposed to be with.
Go get her.
I would like to, but it don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just
I do believe that you never end up.
I wasn't ready.
You really want, you never end up with. I do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that you end up with a person that you really want.
Who y'all really want?
Knows I want Jason Momoa. Jesus Christ.
What's that? What's up, Benel? Tear your ass up by that nigga.
When she done though, she can
yo, she'll fight you about that big nigga. Lisa, who you laying down your life for? Who do you love like that? You love
my daughters, of course. I'm laying down my mom, my daughters.
Okay.
That's just my whole heart.
That's it.
Mom's be on that fuck shit sometimes. I don't think I can do it for mom.
I don't think my mom would want me to do it for her.
Right. I agree.
Live your life. I done lived long enough.
I agree.
While we're on the topic of love, I ain't gonna call this a love episode, but I think the question this was who says I love you first in a relationship?
That was my question.
There you go. There, I'm just take credit for this. What do you mean by that? What's the question, Lisa?
So yeah, who says I love you first in a relationship? Is it typically the woman or is it the man? I had a question because I've had a guy like he's trying to coax me to say I love you.
You ain't said that yet.
We say it when we fucking a lot.
I like that when I'm having sex.
Yeah,
I don't say I love you.
You don't say that? That's the one thing you won't say?
I don't say I love you.
I say it.
I don't love you.
I tell a bit anything in the moment. Listen, nothing I promise you doing sex.
Tell me you love me back, boom. Crazy bitch activated.
Depending on if it's the missionary, I want my nipples rubbed.
Oh my God. Take that mic from him.
Yo, so answer the question, G. Who says I love you first in a relationship?
Who, me?
I can't answer that one. I don't know that I can answer that one because I ain't never been with a woman to see if she gonna tell me she love me first.
In your relationship.
And yours, have you told the guy I love you first?
Yeah, have you told the guy I love you first in a relationship?
She don't look like it.
Gabby do got.
No, I would say
big pimp vibes. I believe it. You always gave me big pimp vibes. It's the way
Gabby look like she be like, you don't love me. You just love my doggy style.
So I will be like bumping skins and be like, tell me you love me. Because I feel like a dominatrix in the moment. So
well, regardless of bumping skins, you just on a regular basis, no sense involved. Would you say I love you first? No, enough.
No, I will be honest with y'all. In every relationship I've ever been in, the dude has always told me he loved me first. Because I'm good vibes. Why wouldn't you fall in fucking love with me? I'm a great woman. Your mama gonna like me. Your daddy gonna like me.
I'm gonna say this about the question too. Is it in love? I love you, or I'm in love with you? Because I love a lot of motherfuckers. Yeah,
no, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
Yeah, I'm in love with you. Like I'm a good vibe. Everybody gonna like me and your family. I'm the perfect girl. Like I don't want to sound like, but I'm the perfect girl. So
I hate women like that. My family started to like.
We don't know that to be true.
We
don't know that to be true.
But I just
Gabby give out good vibe energy. She do.
She give out good vibes, but that don't mean you might. That don't mean you ain't tried to stab a nigga before or something like that.
Oh no. As a nigga that been stabbed, it's the women you expect that'll stab you. It's the women it's the ones you don't think that'll stab the shit out of you, believe it or not.
And I totally will. But I mean, I can see why they told me they love me first. Like, I'm the chick that I can go to a sporting event with you. Then we could hop over to I'm eclectic as fuck is what I'm getting at. I can do just about anything you want.
Right. Like We can blend in that.
We can talk politics to bullshit on the basketball court. I can be whatever you want me to be or whoever you need me to be in that moment. So of course you're supposed to be in love with me and tell me I'm in love with you. I ain't never had a dude, and this ain't even some big head shit, but I ain't never had a dude I can't get back because they still in love with me.
That's it. See, I hate. Well, I'm gonna say this.
I agree.
I hate when women say that because I mean that nigga gonna double back in his life. if y'all
double back, triple back, quadruple back.
If you did not end on bad terms, a nigga will double back with every female.
I done ended on bad terms.
Even if you ended on bad terms,
still have them back.
I ain't doubling back on shit. I end on a bad term. That shit ended
on bad terms.
End that shit, man. I'm never coming back. I won't give you my pride.
Even the bitches I dated in high school still want to date me.
Oh, she said
you might be better now than you were in high school. That's bullshit.
I was fine as fuck in high school too.
And what?
I didn't know you did. I don't know. I can't.
I was that bitch in high school too.
Oh Lord, here you go.
I bet you was.
Y'all, they don't never want to. They don't like when we trying to be great out here.
No,
listen. I love. I think both of y'all agree, but I don't know. I don't know what a nigga might think of you. Like once again, I think women have a warped sense of what men think of them.
Of course,
every woman has a warped sense of how men.
I mean, I can tell you the good and the bad just based on the men.
No, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care about what you say. I want to hear what them niggas got to say.
I'm gonna tell you the bad.
You're gonna add 50 points to your stats.
Exactly.
No, I swear to God.
Y'all gonna pad y'all stats. We're gonna pad these stats. Did tell you how it is.
100% honest.
Okay. I don't believe that.
Not to say the good with the bad.
No,
but you know
but your bad. What you think is bad might not be what one of your exes say is bad.
What you know the difference between men and women? Like if our stats go, we gonna downplay our stats a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We can't tell y'all. We can't tell y'all the real. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna drop down a few points. We're gonna drop down about 20 points. Of
course. Girls do the same thing. We dumb ourselves down a little bit.
No.
Most of the time women dumb ourselves down for
me.
me.
Woman who dumbed herself down. A woman will act like she's better than what she is.
I'm that bitch.
But y'all thinking about a different kind of woman.
I'm talking about women in general. I'm putting all y'all together in that category. Women will upgrade themselves for the next nigga. Like, well, yes.
Yeah, she grabbing it.
Look at Kay.
Yeah, that's what for the next nigga. And,
but listen, I think okay, since we touched on it, I think maybe aside from like one guy, I think most dudes like the overall thing thought of me would be like she cool as fuck.
You think that? I keep telling you think that. A nigga might not. I'm just saying that. I'm not.
And I agree. I agree. It may be totally different, but I'm just saying, like, I think that most guys dating me or never having dated me, it would be she cool. Like,
okay, I can see that. I can see that though. I can see somebody saying you're cool. That's nothing wrong with that. Now, if a nigga might be like she cool, Fletch, but that bitch a headache. She get on my damn nerve.
It's always that common.
Like, listen, like those things might come with you being cool. Oh, yeah, but the bit hard headed, the bit dude right here.
It's okay.
They say that about me all the time. Oh, that nigga.
You need that edge. You need that little razzle dazzle.
No,
gonna make
there you go.
You need that razzle dazzle.
Seasoning give you high blood pressure. You don't need that.
Every time.
What do you think women would say about you?
About me?
Yeah.
Oh, down to earth. Ain't shit. Sometimes it depends on who you ask. Yeah, I'm real.
Well, I just said that about me, and it was a problem.
What? No. See, y'all said every nigga would think y'all cool, y'all down to earth.
No, it did not.
I'm telling you, there's certain niggas, there's certain women that be like,
I just said dudes would probably say some negative shit about me too. I ain't gonna disagree because I probably done did some horrible shit. Well, I did, but I mean.
Well,
there's some females that hate my motherfucking guts.
Okay? Yeah, niggas hate.
They wish I died. It takes me every other couple of months to let them know, to let me know that they hate me with a passion.
But see, Kay said the real shit. Like niggas not gonna down. We're not gonna downplay the fact that we know we fucked up. We've been ain't shit niggas for a while. We know we ain't been ain't shit niggas. But most women, not all women.
Y'all just keep coming in my inbox, so I must be doing something right. I don't know.
Oh my God, help him, Jesus! Lay hands on him, Jesus.
I'm not even going there. I don't want nobody to know who in my inbox. I'm done.
Oh, put a name on it.
I don't want nobody to know who in my inbox. I'm straight. Listen, the shit is out here, man. Yeah, I think people got a warped sense of who they are sometimes. So
You know what, I wish I can find me a chick that's gonna give me some money though. Like I ain't never ran into a chick that was like, you know, you need some money. I'm like, yeah. Well, here's $1,000. So what's your cash app? I ain't never ran into that before. That's what I want. I want somebody to give me some money.
Also, y'all. So that's a good ass question too. We just kicking the shit now because I'm out of questions. So anybody want to ask anything, go ahead. Niggas tricking off like that. Ladies, niggas tricking off like that. I'm asking it. Don't look at me like that. I know it's tricky.
Because niggas say they don't. Niggas say they don't be tricking off like that.
I throw some cash and something
without us even telling y'all, it's a whole OnlyFans platform out there that I know a lot of women promote, but it's a lot of dudes be promoting they OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
That tricking, no, I'm talking about tricking, like actually, like the niggas out here doing things for y'all that y'all have no interest in fucking with this nigga, and this nigga is paying bills, doing this tricking off like that.
I mean, it happened to me, and I
to pay Gabby. Is a nigga offering to pay your phone bill off rip? You don't even know this nigga like that.
No.
Gabby be lying too, so I don't even know why I asked.
No, because like I be thinking about the type of dudes that approach me,
right?
And they be more concerned with like bigger stuff. I think because I give off the impression that like I got this right here, so they try to hit me with like bigger stuff. Like I had a dude that told me, I can make you a housewife. Bitch, what make you think I want to be your housewife? Like, so like little stuff like phone bills and stuff like that. Like I get it, but like I don't ever really get those types of dudes. They be on some like, oh, I can fly you across to the Bahamas this weekend. Like they put those.
That's tricky.
But I'm saying not so small. Like not like.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry for starting so small with you.
No.
My apologies for thinking you was a phone bill and didn't know you was a getting flued out chick. I'm sorry. What was I thinking? I tried you on your pimping. Tried you. That's why she got the bat drop. They didn't even know bat drop. Gabby on the island right now.
Boy, come see about them.
That nigga done flew her out right now. She got the right now, Bahamas, chilling. Lisa, niggas out here tricking off like that.
I've had a guy like he was kind of overdoing it with the gifts and the. And I was attracted.
I bet she never told this nigga stop. Keep going on.
No, I had dated him previously, and then that was, I guess, his way of thinking. You know, you can get back in, so I'm but it was a no. Like I don't give a fuck about that. Like I don't care about what you can do for me in that way. But then I've had a guy where it's like he want me to come and basically live his life, like stop everything you doing. You can stay here. I'll take care of you. Like even offered to talk to my dad. Like he was trying to uproot me out of Florida, and I'm like, no, I can't do that.
So. Yeah, but I showed my dick worth more than $40.
What the fuck wrong with you?
Wait.
My dick worth more than $40.
Wait, I got a question though.
Big gonna pay.
So yeah.
I already told him I'm killing that fat boy little meat rumor. So bitch need a PS5 to get this dick.
So yeah, I've had some dudes, and then I've had some dudes, of course, you know how they overdo it. They want to tell you how much they got, what they doing, how they getting it, thinking you finna. No.
I
got a question after Kay answer. Sorry.
I think like for us, man, like men, as men progress and get more money, and they don't have any values in their life or whatever, they're gonna be that way.
Yes, I agree.
Like we gotta pay close attention to that as a culture or whatever, because like, you know, that's what the music that influenced them fucking got them thinking, like, oh, when we get this money or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we gotta be fucking male chauvinist and arrogant, and you know, and we gotta come with a lot of cockiness, or we won't be as masculine as we portray, or as people want us to be portrayed as, and this is totally stupid in my opinion. Like I feel like, you know, if you I feel like that shit ain't gotta, that shit speaks for itself. Like I seen a post on Facebook or whatever, it said that high value men never say that they are high value men.
Right.
And I totally agree with that.
When you make it to a certain extent, you ain't gotta say it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Gab, what's the question you got, love? And hold on real quick. I gotta take a piss really bad. Hold on, y'all.
Girl, though, but man, like, but what if I don't want to take care of you?
Then
Like, I
don't.
shouldn't be penalized like that because I just don't feel like you need that type of support. Like, first of all, I'm not fucking with you if you can't do your own fucking thing by yourself.
65,000.
Operate independently in your own motherfucking realm. That's you.
Right.
But if you can't do that, then I'm not fucking. I don't want you. I really don't.
What was the question now?
$5K a year is there for a reason.
What?
Kay was saying he don't want to bring nothing but hard D to the table.
I feel like you got
No. I don't want to bring that because
You said, what if he don't want to take care of you? What if he don't want to bring nothing to the table? What if he don't want to look out, even if he fucking you raw?
If I'm fucking you, I gotta bring. I feel like I do as a man. I feel like if a chick is giving you pussy,
well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
What if I
didn't know that until I
don't feel like it today? If I don't feel like it,
I didn't know that until I started fucking with like grown women. Like when I stopped fucking with little hoes.
And that goes without saying. It just goes without saying.
Women who have careers, like you gotta bring something to the table, like for real.
I'm not gonna come over every day. I'm not gonna talk to you.
That has nothing to do with it. When you do come over, when you do talk on the phone, even if it's not every day, it's not a time frame on it.
Cooking all the time. I don't want to do all of that. What if I'm just talking hypothetically. What if I just don't want to do it?
You don't have to.
Then don't show up.
That ain't for you to do.
Show up to what? If she pick another American Idol audition or something.
But if she pick another nigga that do that shit for her, that's on you. If that what you wanted, if she pick another nigga, that's your loss, nigga. You did that.
Why though? But why does it have to be somebody else involved? If you can operate on your own without
every female got 3 niggas lined up. I'm 3. 3 is being generous.
You being modest. I say 6.
3 is being generous. 3 is being
ain't got none.
Who's dealing with 6?
My 3
Big G, look here. We all know you.
G.
Okay?
Big G, what we call him. We know how you get
whores. We know you got whores.
I do not. Listen, y'all, I only pay a phone bill for the purpose of work and my family members. I just
said, who finna deal with 6 aggravating ass niggas?
We're gonna deal with all 6 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes, you is.
You put 3 of them niggas on time.
And then the other 3 you gonna leave them on red. The other 3 you gonna leave on red. 3 of them you gonna be 1 nigga you really fuck with, 2 niggas that just be backup plans, and the other 3 just be in the DMs trying to get at you.
My contingency plans don't exist. I don't have an ABC.
You got a contingency plan.
Me either.
Listen, the dating pool is filled with P. I consider myself a classic woman. Yes, I can take care of myself. Yes, I do take care of myself. But as a man, I want you to be the provider, not in the sense of paying all the bills. But I want you to take that male dominating role. Like we are equals, but I still believe in a man having the opportunity to be a man.
We'll try not, because we missed last week, so
right. So I believe in a man being a man. Like I feel like me personally, I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm speaking for me personally. I like being soft. I like being the soft side of the relationship. I like being the person. For me, Kay, I like for my man to be the man. I like stuff like my dude, like, hey baby, I see your tire flat. Let me take it and get it changed. I like my dude saying, hey baby, I see your tire flat. Let me take it and get it changed. Yes, I can see my tire flat and go get it.
That's man shit though. I feel like a man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I could do that as a woman. I could say, oh, my tire flat. Let me take it and get it fixed. But I like the fact that my man says, baby, I see your car on E. Let me go put gas in. That's what I like. And I feel like nowadays, dudes don't come like that no more. Because I think we as women have said, I'm super independent. I can do it. I don't need you.
Stand on that shit.
She said she's not the woman that's gonna be with that. She want a nigga to do more, and I appreciate her for that because I hate an old want to be strong ass bitch all the time. I can't stand that shit. That shit bothers me. That shit hurts my soul. You ain't got to be hard all the time. I can't stand a chick who want to be hard and gangster 24/7 No, let me do that shit. You're right. If I see a flat, if I see your tire low, it's my job. Or if I'm with a chick, she ain't got to touch a gas pump ever, a trash can ever, a grass cut ever. We gonna get somebody to handle all that or do
First
it
of all,
myself.
I'm not cutting no motherfucking grass.
Oh yeah, I
No.
hire Mexican. I don't cut so much grass.
Yeah, I'm hiring somebody for that.
Yeah.
But that's how I grew up though. Like the men in my family, when I grew up, I saw the men in my family open doors. I saw the men in my family take out garbage. I saw the men in my family do, and it didn't make me feel like less of a woman when I got older and told a dude like, you got to do that. I live in a community where they pick up valet trash. But hey, I don't feel like if my man want to take out the garbage, I'm okay with that. Like I'm just saying, like it don't make me feel like less of a woman because you stand up and take the place of my ideal role of a man.
My question is why do I can say most, I hate saying most unless it's what I really feel genuine about. Because I know women, I know a chick, like I said, I open doors like a motherfucker. That's what I do. Like I open doors. I had a chick get mad at me because I kept opening the door for her. So I'm like, what the fuck? That shit blew it with me and her right then. Like, bitch, you can't even allow a nigga to try to be nice to you. Like, what the fuck is the wrong with it? All that shit though? Why are there women like that? Y'all think why? That's a question for the women. Or
there are some women like that, but they're mostly
like that.
I think that's because for a long time, a lot of that meant that we were always the damsel in distress. So when we got the opportunity to stake our independence and say we don't need you, I'm grateful for that because we definitely don't need you to open the door for us. But I want you to because I feel like the man is the protector. I feel like the man he's the front. He is the first line of defense when it comes to this. I truly believe in the man is the front. Like I don't necessarily believe like head of household, but I believe that like, if somebody come up in here shooting, my man should be the first one to grab the guns. I'm gonna grab some too, but I shouldn't be the first person out there shooting. You should be, because you're the man. That's how it should
I believe in sleeping by the door. I believe in sleeping by the door, by the bedroom door. I believe in sleeping closer to the bedroom door.
Exactly. Traffic, like being when we walking down the street closer to traffic this year. But see, that's like G shit. I don't think I'm talking about the women that don't respect that, or if there are women out here that don't respect it. Honestly, that shit bothers me.
It's just, and I get it. I get it. Like we've had to for so long say I can do this, you know, like to get into.
And then a lot of times too, that probably come from trauma, probably abuse, going through shit with a man, you know, have you in that. So
I feel like
the question you had.
Oh, I was gonna ask, do we give too much power to zodiac signs these days?
Oh,
because I've seen that rise in recent years where everybody kind of attributes behavior to zodiac signs. Do we think we give that too much power?
I'm gonna say this. One, I am a Gemini. I'm not even big on horoscopes, but when they talk about Geminis being dual personalities or dual, I agree with that. I know that's me, but I also believe that every zodiac sign has a little bit of everybody. So I don't give too much because everybody has a good and bad side of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To put that on all Geminis being crazy and shit, no. But I do believe there is something to it. If the moon can affect waves, I do feel like it can. When you were born could have something to do with your personality. You know what I'm saying? So I do see a lot of people put stuff on that, but for me, yes and no, I guess. Yes and no, but it is true. This is our last question too, y'all. Anybody else?
I want to say something like, obviously I am a Gemini. I like being a Gemini. It's a couple of zodiac signs that I cannot absolutely stand, and I'm okay with that. They don't affect me. I try to avoid them bitches at all costs. And
what sign is that?
Aries. I don't like those motherfuckers. I don't like Pisces.
I love it.
Not too really fun of Leos either.
Yeah, I don't like Leo. My son is a Leo, and I can't stand any other Leo. I can't stand. And I can see my son standing behind sometimes. He might get cussed out like Kurt Franklin did his son. I got one time to get wrong with me. His attitude too stanky. My son attitude stanky. My son ain't even two yet. Nigga attitude is terrible.
Right. Taurus.
Yeah.
I like Taurus, but like I have to be completely blunt and honest with Taurus. Like, if not, then it's just gonna be a fucked up situation between me and them.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I believe signs are true. And I avoid the ones that I don't fuck with, and I keep the ones that I do fuck with closely. But then again, I'm a Gemini, so my sign has already been fucked up from the beginning. So
yeah, pick that real quick before we go to somebody else. I do agree with signs. Like I said, it does matter. But too, if you only put everything you do on your sign, I think that's bullshit.
Right.
I did that because I'm a Leo, and we do that.
Right.
No, you did that because you're a fucked up person. Don't put
Right.
everything on that sign. I can see certain
Right.
things that everybody has, but don't equate every fucked up thing you do to your sign. Maybe you're just a fucked up individual. Lisa, what you think about it?
Yeah, of course. I love my sign. I talk about it all the time. I believe some of my behaviors and characteristics in the
what's your sign?
Aquarius.
I think he's saying Aquemini because Gemini, Aquarius.
Missed emotions with Aquarius.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure.
What you think? What do you think about
your sign, Gabby? What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, I just realized I didn't like Virgo.
I love me Virgo.
I just met a Virgo.
But I love me. Yeah. I like Aquariuses too, though. It's weird. But me Aquarius.
I like Pisces.
I've never met an Aquarius that did not have like a great, colorful personality. Every Aquarius I think I've met, like, they're so colorful. Like, they're just spunky. So never met Tauruses, crazy.
Yeah.
That I've come across. Geminis, I actually like Geminis because I like the fact that I
love Gemini. My dad is a Gemini, and I just think he like the trillest.
Yeah, you never know who you're gonna get. You just
never know. I'll give you that.
My dad lit. I love Gemini.
Who you get with a Gemini depends on you.
Yeah.
Like what you are to me depends on the side of me you get.
I think that shows that y'all are adaptable. Like,
yeah.
And I had one Gemini dude. He was like amazing.
So why you ain't with no Gemini?
Shower, bathe you, wait on you with a dry towel, lotion you down.
I'm not doing all that shit.
Bring your bath water.
I'm with that shit, bro. If I fuck with her, if I love her, if I love a chick, I'm doing all.
He was every time I walked through the door, he had roses.
I'm a please with her. I'll try to.
He was lit.
Nah, and why y'all in together?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I started back dating somebody else while I was talking to him.
Oh, he wasn't that fucking lit.
No, she ain't shit. That's what you
get. No Lisa slander tolerated.
Lisa get like that joke too. This is the Florida Man podcast. I'm gonna leave off with some last words. Lisa, last words.
I don't have any last words.
Oh, 10-4. Unplug your business.
Oh, Jack's Billing, that's my retail. I'm at my healthcare where we provide quality revenue cycle management. We do billing, verification of benefits, collections, authorizations. Then I have retail, which is Multifaceted Dreams, where I sell quality, I want to say, what's the age? Between 18 and I want to say about 30 for those ages.
For all ages. So for all ages. Old ladies can get on this. Kay Dollaz, last words.
I just want to say that I've been seeing a lot of slander on these other social media groups that I've been in, talking about, like, would you date a person that you really wasn't attracted to if they had money and if they had a banging personality and all that shit? And I'm just here to tell y'all, fuck that shit. No uglies formed against me shall prosper. It won't work.
Bye.
I do feel like a bitch gotta be, even if she ain't cute, everybody gotta at least be cute to me. Ms.G, last word.
It's always a pleasure to join in with great minds. Y'all can find me on the same platforms that y'all can find Fletch on, Gift of Gab. Please check out the most recent episode, Money is the Motive. I mean, Big Joe dropping them checks, so a little money knowledge for you.
And once again, this is Florida Man Podcast. Y'all can find us on every platform. I want to shout out to everybody who fuck with us, listen to us, vibe with us, like, share, comment. Thank you. This is Florida's favorite podcast. This is God's favorite podcast. It's the world's favorite podcast. It's your baby mama's favorite podcast. Baby daddy favorite podcast. Your cats, your dogs, and everybody in the house. We love y'all. Thank you. Florida Man Podcast, people.